John was uniformly calm. He had a good sense of humor, but his style was to lead by example.
At first he was somebody on a pedestal who I didn't know very well, and then I got to know him better, being very impressed with how kind and knowledgeable he was, as well as approachable.
He is very relaxed and confident. It feels like he's looking into your soul and he's trying to figure out who you are and how he can properly guide you. I felt almost like I was speaking not just to a friend, but to a father figure in many ways.
In person, John was a warm, engaging guy, very active mind. He took his religion quite seriously, lived his life in accordance with those beliefs.
John was very calm in the face of a storm, and if you were confronted with something political, he didn't want you to feel that politics. He wanted you to be the best attorney ever, and at the end of the day, if something was political, but you did your best job, he was fine with it.
He was very engaged with his church. He was engaged with his family. He did a lot of nonprofit work. How did you balance family and be able to do all of this? And he was able to keep perspective and get it done well.
And I think John was justifiably proud of having built the best municipal law firm in the country. He was very proud of that. He wanted to engage the very best candidates that could be found who were interested in doing or practicing municipal law.
His greatest strengths were his quiet, unassuming way of telling us, I want you to do a very, very good job. And once you do that, and you're always looking to do it better, I will take care of the politics and everything else in office. If you do your job and you do it well, you've acted appropriately for this office.
He was a delegator, extremely good at backing up his people. So as a consequence of the quality of law practiced by the office, he was recognized by the American Bar. He headed up the public law section. He was the president of NIMLAW. It became the International Municipal Law Association.
He was able to focus on the issue and not the politics or the personality. And what I respect so much about him is the focus was always on making the city of San Diego a better place. It wasn't about winning. It wasn't about his own personal ambition.
Because our office won cases, we were respected in court. So from his reputation, he was able to build an office where we took pride in the reputation, wanted to live up to it, and exceed it.
I think it was a culture of empowerment. He wanted his lawyers to figure out what their strengths were. He wanted to see them grow. We have a lot of former judges that worked under John. He liked to promote people. I think he believed in equality. So he looked at the individual and what they could contribute to the city of San Diego.
Over 30 of his graduates, people who trained under his mentorship, became Superior Court judges. John Witt was a member of the greater San Diego community. He lent his time and encouraged all of his deputies to lend their time to the bar. So many of the bar committees were filled with John's people. John was very active in his church. He gave philanthropically through the church. He was also an avid member of the Lions Club.
When I ran for city attorney back in 2003 and 2004, John was there. He said he would support me. He would give me the insight that I needed to be a good city attorney.
Well, I think he gave me the confidence to believe that what I had to offer was something worth offering. But there was something about getting John's early endorsement that just I think, validated how I felt about my skill set and what I could offer to the city of San Diego.
It was a multifaceted guy who gave in so many different ways, mostly to the profession, but he left the town in better shape than when he found it.
It feels wonderful that the community, through the memorial, is honoring John Witt as a city attorney, as a wonderful lawyer who inspired so many.
This is a man who spent the bulk of his legal career committed to making the city of San Diego a better place. So I can think of no greater person to recognize than John Witt, because he wasn't just the city attorney, he was the city's attorney.
He practiced law, he lived his life, he gave to the community in such a way that he earns this distinction, and I'm very proud of him and his family.